योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचन्मां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं यं गुरुं हि स्वयं सत्यः प्रज्ञाभक्तिविनीतयः विहित्तिश्चाविवृता नित्यं तं गुरुं प्रणमाम्यहम् सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। 90 यं भान्तं चिद्घनैकं क्षितिजलपवनादित्यचन्द्रादयो ये भासाः तस्यैव भान्ति तस्मिन् वसन्ति अप्युडगणविततिर्भासयेत् किं परेशम्
ज्योतिश्शान्तं ह्यनन्तं कविमजममरं शाश्वतं जन्मशून्यम् तद्ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मीत्यनुभवदितो यस्य तस्याविचेद्वै पुंसः श्रीसद्गुरूणां पूर्णपीयूषदृष्ट्या जीवन्मुक्तः स एव ब्रह्मविद्रमणः गतेनाप्युपाधौ नित्यानन्दैकधाम
प्रविशति परमं नष्टसन्देहवृत्तिः नो देहो नेन्द्रियाणि क्षरमतिजबलं मनो नैव बुद्धिः प्राणो नैवाहमस्मि इत्यखिलजडमिदं वस्तुजातं कथं स्यात् नाहङ्कारो
गृहसुतसुजनः क्षेत्रवित्तादिदूरम् साक्षी चित्प्रत्यगात्मा निखिलजगदधिष्ठाभूतः
शिवोऽहम्
दृश्यं यद्रूपमेतत् भवति च विषमं नीलपीताद्यनेकम् सर्वस्यैकस्य दृग्वै
स्फुरन्भवतो लोचनं चैकरूपम् तद्दृश्यं मानसं दृक् परिणतविषयाकारधीवृत्तयोऽपि दृश्या दृग्रूप एव प्रभुरिह स तथा दृश्यते नैव साक्षी रज्ज्वज्ञानाद्भुजङ्गः तदुपरि सहसा
भाति मन्दान्धकारे स्वात्मा ज्ञानात् तथासौ मृषमसुखमभूताम्
आत्मनो जीवभावः आप्तोक्त्या हि भ्रमान्ते स च खलु विदिता रज्जुरेका तथाहम्
कूटस्थो नैव जीवः निजगुरुवचसा
साक्षीभूतः शिवोऽहम्। Sakshibhuta Shivoham. So this is the kind of anusandhana that we need to keep doing. Sakshibhuta Shivoham. Sakshibhutaha kasya? Sarvasyaha cheshtayaha sakshibhutaha. So sarvasyaha cheshtayaha. So the cheshta of the external beings, the cheshta of the sharira, the cheshta of indriyas, the cheshta of our buddhi. So aham sarvasyaha cheshtayaha sakshi bhutaha. Not only that, I am also the sakshi bhuta of the different states which I keep moving on a daily basis. So avasthatraya sakshi bhutaha, sarva cheshta sakshi bhutaha, sarvendriya sakshi bhutaha. So sakshi bhutaha shivaha aham. So this is the kind of anubhava that we need to have all the time, and this happens through the blessings of the Guru. Nija Guru Vachasa Sakshi Bhuta Shivoham. The next sloka that we are going to read, 95, has its basis in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. So there also I was referring to some interesting statement which is made by Bhagavad Pada. And in the 4th adhyaya of the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, 3rd Brahmana, which is called as Jyotir Brahmanam. And the content of this sloka is presented by Bhagavad Pada earlier also, and it has been presented in a separate prakaranam also, which is called Ekashloki. So essentially the content is known, but it seems that Bhagavad Pada wanted to hint once again the importance of this, and he has presented it as a summary of what we find in Jyotir Brahmana. So let us read the verse, then go to Jyotir Brahmanam, then once again revisit the verse. Kinjyotiste vadasvaha nirviriha.
Kinjyotiste vadasvaha nirviriha.
Kinjyotiste vadasvaha nirviriha. Me chandradipadiratrau. Me chandradipadiratrau. Me chandradipadiratrau. Syadevam bhanudipadi. No, that will not be appropriate. So we have to just put together. Syadevam bhanudipādika parikalane. Syadevam bhanudipādika parikalane. Syadevam bhanudipādika parikalane. Kintavajyotirasti. 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 Chakshustanmilane kim.
Chakshustanmilane kim. Chakshustanmilane kim.
Bhavati cha sutaram.
Bhavati cha sutaram. Bhavati cha sutaram.
Dhiyah kim prakashe. Dhiyah kim prakashe. Dhiyah kim prakashe. Tatraivaham tatastvam.
Tatraivaham tatastvam. Tatraivaham tatastvam.
Tadasi paramakam jyotirasmi prabhoham.
Tadasi
Paramakam jyotirasmi prabhoham. Tadasi paramakam jyotirasmi prabhoham. The word jyotihi is used to refer to lamp. So anything that presents light. But the term jyotihi is to be understood in a much larger context here. Lamp is something which enables us to set into activity when there is no other light which is available for us. the most important lamp is the sun. So because it is that which sets on any kind of activity. Without that source of energy, one cannot conceive of any activity in this world. So various cycles are caused by this. So we should just understand the term Jyotihi in that broader context of that which enables us to set into some activity, get into some activity. So from the viewpoint of this physical body, so for it to get into some sort of a physical activity, so moving here and there, jumping, jogging, whatever, so hunting, so doing various kinds of activities, so that is enabled only through that light. Without light, you may not be able to engage in any kind of activity. If there is pitch darkness, absolutely nothing will be possible. So maybe it is possible if you are already acquainted with something. But for you to acquaint yourself, initially we need light. Okay? For any activity, physical activity, it is very evident. Okay? Now this Jyotihi, you start with, so that which enables you to get into some activity is Jyotihi. Kim Jyotihi te vadasva. Vadasva. So this is presented as a dialogue. This is presented as a dialogue because this is presented as a dialogue in the Upanishad. So the dialogue in the Upanishad that we see is between Janaka and Yajnavalkya, and there is some interesting thing that we need to know from the episode which has been presented in the Upanishad. So I will come back to it in a minute. Kinjyotiste vadasva. The teacher is asking the taught. Te kinjyotihi vadasva. For you to even meet me and have this discussion. Kim jyotihi ahani. So during the daytime. Raviriha Ratrau Kim. So he says Chandradipadi Ratrau Syadevam Bhanudipādika Parikalane. Bhanudipādika Parikalane. For you to even recognize the presence of these light illuminating objects, Kim Jyotihi Chakshuhu Tanmilane Kim Bhavati. Milanam, Nimilanam, they mean one and the same. Unmilanam means opening. Okay. Tanmilane Kim Bhavati. Sutaram Dhihi. Sutaram Jyotihi. Sutaram is to be understood as something which is most important. Sutaram, Nidaram. Indeed, generally use it in various senses. So here it should be understood as the most important Jyoti. Okay. Sutaram Jyotihi. Okay. So of all these lights, Sutaram Jyotihi Dhihi Dhiyah Kim Prakashe Tatraivaham. So it goes like this. Now let me take you through that Brihadaranyaka Upanishad passage. So the Brahmana starts with a very interesting anecdote, and even before this anecdote there is a very nice introduction which has been given by Bhagavad Pada. I will read the first mantra, so then we will get into that episode. So here Janaka's assembly is being visited by Yajnavalkya. There are various things, in fact it happens several times. And so he goes and once again he comes back. Here the story goes as if Yajnavalkya came without any specific purpose. So there can be some purpose, so there is some Vidvat Sabha, so that can be some announcement. So this is the price that I am offering, anyone wants to take. There could be various occasions, Yaga, Yajna and so on and so forth. Or the king himself might invite, so I want to, so like Dhritarashtra inviting Vidura, I want to listen to you, I am in trouble. So there could be various ways and reasons as to why Yajnavalkya may visit Janaka's assembly. But here the story goes that there is no specific reason. So Janakagha Vaidehi Yajnavalkyo Jagama Samene Navadishya iti Athaha Yajjanakascha Vaideho Yajnavalkyaschaagnihotre Samudate Tasmaiha Yajnavalkyo Varandadau Sahakama Prashname Vavavre Taggahasmai Dadau Taggha Samraleva Purvam Papracha. This is how it starts. The Jyotir Brahmana, the introduction to that. Janakagha Vaidehi Yajnavalkyo Jagama. Yajnavalkyaha Jagama. So he went. Vaideham Janakam. Why did he go? So Bhagavad Pada here writes, Janakam ha Vaidehaha Yajnavalkyaha Jagama. From the hint that we find here in the mantra, Navadishye iti. Navadishye means I am not going to open any topic for discussion with Janaka. Understand? Navadishye means, so I am not going to talk. So the sankalpa. Sometimes we go to meetings saying that I am not going to open my mouth. And we may be tempted to open at some point. Anyway, so the sankalpa may be different and it may end up differently. But this is also like that, but this is a very interesting connection. So, sagachan evam mene chintitavan. What did he think? Navadishye kinchidapi rajne. I am not going to say anything to king. Okay. Then why did he go? So, gamana prayojanantu yogakshemartham. Okay. So, this is what Bhagavad Pada writes. Yogakshemartham. Some people nowadays, they visit our house and then say, enna vishesham vande? Suppose you ask him. They will immediately say, just Yogakshema. But there will be something which is behind. Just when I was in Chennai, one of the old students came to meet my father. He was my friend. He studied in Sanskrit. He is a Ganapati. He said, enna samacharam? My father was saying, but there is some other various important work which he wanted to get done. Anyway, it is not like that. So here it is genuine. So Yogakshemartham means, so this Yajnavalkya. So just a matter of gratitude. He might have been passing somewhere. Okay. So he would have just felt that so because he has been supporting all us, so let me just go and find Yogakshema. Okay. Yogakshemartham. Navadishye ityevam sankalpopi Yajnavalkyaha. Why did Yajnavalkya make this sankalpa? So I am not going to open my mouth. So that also he says, because I have already told him whatever I have to tell. So this Janaka is anyway. So now he said, almost, though he is a king, he is almost a Brahmajnani. So there is no need for me to teach anything to him, etc. पृष्टवान् तत्तत् प्रतिपेदे तत्र को हेतुः संकल्पस्य अन्यथा करणे. So the next it says, so Yajnavalkya is going to say about this Jyotir Brahmana. Why did the sankalpa get changed? So there the episode goes like this. यज्जनकश्च वैदेहः याज्ञवल्क्यश्च अग्निहोत्रे समूदाते तस्मै याज्ञवल्क्यो वरं ददौ. So in one of the earlier conversations which happened between Janaka and Yajnavalkya in connection with Agnihotra, so Yajnavalkya was so immensely pleased with Janaka that he said, I am giving you a vara. So like Yama, so telling Nachiketa. So Yajnavalkya tells Janaka that I am giving you a boon. So Janaka said, so I am not going to take anything now from you. Okay. Kama prashnam saha kama prashname bhavavre. So that is how it goes. Tasmeha yajnavalkyo varandadau saha kama prashname bhavavre. Kama prashna means like Kaikeyi saying. So whenever I eat, I will ask the boon. So similarly Janaka said, so I will ask something which is desirable to me at some point of time. Kama prashname bhavavre tagnhasmai dadau. Okay, sanctioned. Okay, so that's what Yajnavalkya says. Tamha sambrale papurmam papracha. So purvam yad dattam. So Yajnavalkya was keeping quiet. So Janaka then started the dialogue by asking this. So though his sankalpa was different, so he just reminded Yajnavalkya of this episode, and now you have to open your mouth. Okay. So that is how it is. So that is the nice interesting episode with this. Anyway, so Bhagavad Pada gives some various interpretations for all this. So I just wanted to hint to you that this is how the Jyotir Brahmana commences with a very interesting anecdote. And even before this mantra is introduced, in his Avatarika, Bhagavad Pada says, आख्यायिकाहु विद्या प्रदान ग्रहण विधि प्रकाशनार्था विद्यास्तुतये च विशेषतः. So jnana is to be shared only with those who are seeking for it. So otherwise this is not going to really work. Okay, however much you keep on teaching, so that fellow is not willing to listen, what will you do? So this is how it is. So vidyas sampradana grahana vidhi prakashanartha. Understand? So vidya sampradana grahana vidhi prakashanartha. And before that he says, evam abhayam pariprapto janakaha yajnavalkena agamataha sankhepataha. So recollecting what happened before in this Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, Bhagavad Pada says, Abhayam pariprapito janakaha yajnavalkena agamataha sankhepataha. Understand? Abhayam vai janaka praptosi is something which we find in this. Abhayam pariprapitaha means, so this state of being in fearlessness was blessed by Yajnavalkya to Janaka. Abhayam pariprapitaha. So pariprapitaha not by giving any physical protection, but by giving the mental strength and the maturity by which you will be absolutely fearless of whatever that may happen to you. Okay? So evam abhayam pariprapito janakaha yajnavalkena. So there again he says, not out of his own head, agamataha. So that is what Shruti, that is what is your nature as Shruti explains to you. And agamataha sankhepataha idanim. So what is going to be done now? This Jyotir Brahmana is a very important Brahmana. So that is why this very elaborate introduction is given by Bhagavad Pada. So here he says, idanim jagrat swapnadidvarena mahata tarkena vistarataha adhigamah kartavyaha abhayam prapayitavyam. So there is a distinction which is being brought out. The distinction is abhayam pariprapitaha shrutya agamena, because Shruti says that Atma is nityataha. So there is absolutely nothing so which is connected with this Sharira, and therefore where is the question of fear? So only the fear can only affect this body at most. So if you have understood that Yekameva Dvitiyam Brahma Tadeva Brahma Ahamasmi, then where is the question of fear? Fear out of what? So Dvitiyadvai Bhayam Bhavati, that knowledge itself will make you Abhaya. But that is from Shruti. But now he is saying, so this is very interesting. Idanim Jagrat Swapnadi Dvareniva Mahata Tarkena. Understand? So Shrutya Agamena, now through Tarkena. Tarkena Vistarataha Adhigamah Kartavyaha Abhayam Prapayitavyam. So through this also, this has to be done. So therefore this Brahmana goes on and so on and so forth. This is the introduction which Bhagavad Pada gives. Now let us read a couple of more mantras in this Brahmana and see how it has been paraphrased in this. Yajnavalkya. Second, so this is the Avatarika plus the episode. Now the second mantra goes like this. Yajnavalkya kinjoti revayam purusha ityadityajyotis samraliti hovajaditye naivayam jyotishaste pallayate karma kurute vipalyetityeva mevai tadyajnavalkya. Yajnavalkya kinjyotihi ayam purushaha. Ayam purushaha means here, so one has to understand by the word Purusha this Karyakarana Sanghata. Okay. So Kinjyotihi Ayam Purusha. Normally, what do we understand by Purusha? This Karyakarana Sanghata is what we understand. So not the Atman. Okay. So Purushaha ityaditya jyotis samraliti hovacha. Then he says, Vai adityenaivayan jyotishaste. It is because of Aditya he is surviving. Palyayate karma kurute vipalyetiti. Palyayate karma kurute. Palyayate means he moves around. Okay. So to do various things. Karma kurute. So sets himself into various activities. Vipalyeti. Returns back. Even for you to have, even in forest if you want to have some food for survival. So water, fruits, etc. you may have to move around. So that is all. So moving around, coming back to the shelter and so on. All this is done only through Aditya Jyotihi. Astamita Aditye Yajnavalkya Kinjyoti Revayam Purusha iti Chandrama Evasya Jyotir Bhavati iti Chandrama Saivayam Jyotishaste Pallayate Karma Kurute Vipalyeti Ityeva Mevai Tadyajnavalkya. So that is what we have. Astamita Aditye Yajnavalkya Chandramasya Kinjyoti Revayam Purusha Ityagni Revasya Jyotir Bhavati Ityagni Naivayam Jyotishaste Pallayate Karma Kurute Vipalyeti Ityeva Mevai Tadyajnavalkya. Astamita Aditye Yajnavalkya Chandramasya. Then he says, Shantegno Kinjyoti Revayam Purushaha. So neither Agni nor Chandra nor Surya. So nothing is there. Then he says, Vagevayam Jyotir Bhavatiti. Vag Jyotir Bhavati, he says. How can Vag be Jyoti? Vagevasya Jyotir Bhavatiti. Vachaivayam Jyotishaste Pallayate Karma Kurute Vipalyetiti. How? So then he says, Tasmad Vai Samralapi Yatra Panir Navinir Nyayate Tha Yatra Vagucharatyupaiva Tatranyeti Ityeva Mevai Tadyajnavalkya. In the same mantra, it is said, in the later part, generally the mantra ends with, but then this mantra goes on further. So perhaps to clarify what I was trying to refer to earlier. Assume that there is pitch darkness suddenly. So you two were going and somewhere somebody has gone. Okay. And you don't know where he is. The other fellow. So how do you know? So So he has to make noise. So, and this noise that is being heard by you makes you realize that he is there and you may move towards it. Or it can be cattle also. So just now you were showing the calf and the cow. So suppose the calf loses the mother. So what is the jyoti for it? To know that the calf is there. Vagevasya jyotir bhavati. Okay. Vagevasya jyotir bhavati. Okay. So sometimes this happens, no? Even in house, suddenly the light goes off in the night. So then you have to light some candle, right? So for that the mother will say, Angapoi par. Vageva jyoti, which will direct you to go and take. So for you to set into activity, that is what is hinted here. Panihi najñāyate nuta. Your own hand is not seen by you. So that is the darkness. See, panihi navinirjñāyate atra yatra vagucharati. So then you will be able to set into activity. So then finally it goes and says, Astamitādityeyaඥavalkya chandramasya shante gnaushantayam vachi. That is also gone. Kinjyotirevayam purushaha ityatmaivasya jyotirbhavati ityatmanevayam jyotishaste pallayate karma kurute vipalyetiti. So Atmaiva Jyoti goes on. There are a couple of more mantras. So I'll just leave it at that now. So this basically says Chakshuhu tan milane kim bhavati sutaram dhihi dhiyaha kim prakashe tatraiva aham tataha tvam tadasi paramakam jyotirasmi prabhoham. So finally the student understands. Ultimately it is the Atma Jyoti which makes everything evident. Okay. So we all saw this in great detail. So during Swapnavastha and the earlier description of this verse also. Let us just read this verse now. Kinjyotiste vadasvaha niravirihame chandradipādiratrau syadevam bhanudipadika parikalane kintavajyotirasti chakshussanmīlane kim bhavati kasutaram dhīryah kim prakāshe tatraivāham tadasvam tadasi paramakam jyotirasmi prabhoham. Kanchit kālam sthitah kau
Kanchit kālam sthitah kau Kanchit kālam sthitah kau
punariha bhajate
Punariha bhajate
naiva dehādi sangham
Naiva dehādi sangham
yavat prarabdha bhogam
Yavat prarabdha bhogam
kathamapi sa sukham cheshtate sangabuddhya nirdvandvo nityashuddhaha vigalita mamata hankritir nityatriptaha brahmanandasvarupaha स्थिरमतिरचलः
स्थिरमतिरचलः स्थिरमतिरचलः
निर्गता शेषमोहः
निर्गला शेषमोहः निर्गला शेषमोहः.
So the last 4-5 verses he was just talking about the Atmanubhava which a jnani has. So such a jnani, what will happen to him after getting this jnana in this sharira? So that is what is being described in this verse. This verse he starts with Kanchit kalam sthitah kau punariha bhajate naiva dehadi sangham yavat prarabdha bhogam saha. So in the next word kathamapi saha yavat prarabdha bhogam kathamapi sasukham. So the saha here refers to that person, Sakshibhuta Shivoham, the one who is dwelling in happiness all the time with this Atmanubhava, that person, Saha. So what does he do? Yavat Prarabdha Bhogam. So this has to be somewhat carefully understood. So Yavat Prarabdha Bhogam. Yavat prarabdha bhogam means till the prarabdha is experienced. So till the prarabdha is experienced. The word prarabdha literally means that which has begun. This is what the word means. That which has begun. Okay. So that which has begun to yield fruits. So that is how we need to understand. So that is why, so when some sankata comes, we always say prarabdham. Right? So when somebody falls into trouble, or we fall into trouble. So if we are mature, then we just say prarabdham. If you are immature, then you find some scapegoat. So yavat prarabdha bhogam. So here yavat prarabdha bhogam. So yavat prarabdha bhogam means till the prarabdha gets exhausted. That is what it means. So what is prarabdha? So this is something which we need to understand. In fact, this seems to have been authored. So considering there is a very interesting adhikarana in Brahma Sutra Bhashya. So that is worth indicating to you, those who are more keen to understand in great detail should refer to this 4th Adhyaya, 1st Pada, 13th Sutra. The sutra goes like this. Tad adhigame uttara purvadhayoho ashlesha vinashau tadvyapadeshat. This is the sutra. Tad adhigame uttara purvadhayoho ashlesha vinashau tadvyapadeshat. It is a very important adhikaranam. So this is called Tadadhigamadhikaranam. It is in the 4th Adhyaya, Tadadhigame. See, sadhana pada is over. Now, the 3 padas, the 3 adhyayas are over. So in Yoga Sutra, you call it pada, right? So here you call as adhyaya. Okay? So this 4th adhyaya, so here he says tadadhigame. So tadadhigame means, so once you attain this jnana, aham brahmasmi iti anubhave udite. So that is what we need to understand. Tadadhigame. So what happens? He says, uttara purvaghayoho ashlesha vinasho. So this has to be carefully understood. Uttarasya अश्लेषः पूर्वस्य विनाशः उत्तरपूर्वाघयोः अश्लेषविनाशो. The word agha normally means papa, so but this has to be taken as a upalakshana not only for agha but also for punya, sukritam. So उत्तरपूर्वाघयोः, so उत्तरस्य aghasya, so उत्तरस्य sukritasya, पूर्वस्य aghasya, पूर्वस्य sukritasya च अश्लेषविनाशौ. Ashleshaha means, so it does not touch him. Okay, no connection. Okay, because this kartritva buddhi is completely gone. Ashleshaha. Vinashaha means something which completely perishes. Okay, so which means the earlier karma and the outcome of the karma, punya and papa, etc. So all of them completely get perished. So sanchitasya vinashaha agaminaha ashleshaha. Okay, so this is how the sutra has to be understood. In fact, so this is a very interesting sutra, so wherein the avatarika should be read. See here in Bhagavad Pada asks, अथ इदानीं ब्रह्मविद्याफलं प्रति चिन्ता प्रतायते ब्रह्माधिगमे तदधिगमे मीन्स ब्रह्माधिगमे सति तद विपरीत फलम दुरितम क्षीयते न क्षीयते वा इति संशयः. So this is the doubt. Okay, so after jnana, so all that which has been done earlier, so does it get perished or it doesn't get perished? Okay, न क्षीयते न वा क्षीयते इति संशयः किं तावत् प्राप्तम्. So the Purva Paksha now he says, फलार्थत्वात् कर्मणः फलम् अदत्वा न संभाव्यते क्षयः. If you say karma will not give fruit, so then the whole foundation will be gone. Okay. So nabhuktam kshiyate karma kalpakoti satairapi. All that what happens? So he said. So paladhayini cha asya shaktihi shrutya samadhigata. Shrutya samadhigata where? So we read that Shruti in Vedarnika. Punyo vai punyena karmana bhavati papah papena. So all that has been stated in Shruti, Smriti. Yadi tat anantarenaiva phalopabhogam apavrijyeta. Without phalopabhoga, if that were to go, Shrutihi kadarthita syat. Kadarthita syat means Shruti says something which is meaningless. Okay? So that is not acceptable. Smaranti cha. Not only that, so many Shrutis are there. Nahi karma kshiyate iti nanmevam sati. So if that is the case, so then we should just take the position. There is a lot of discussion. We should take the position that karma, even for Brahmajnani, will not perish. So he has to experience. Let us take this. This is what the Purva Paksha is. Then he says, evam prapte bhrumaha. What do you say? तदधिगमे ब्रह्माधिगमे सति उत्तरपूर्वाघयोः अश्लेषविनाशो भवतः. उत्तरस्य अश्लेषः पूर्वस्य विनाशः कस्मात् तद्व्यपदेशात्. तथा हि ब्रह्मविद्या प्रक्रियायां सम्भाव्यमानसम्बन्धस्य आगामिनः दुरितस्य anabhisambandham vidushah vyapadisyati. There are so many Shrutis which he is quoting. Yatha pushkara palashe apaha nashlishyante evamevam vidi papam karma nashlishyate tatha vinashamapi purvopachitasya duritasya vyapadisyati. Where? The Shruti. Tad yatha ishika thulam agnau protam praduyeta evam hasya sarve papmanaha praduyante. This is like this. So there is a nice simile in Shruti. What is the simile? So you have a huge pile of cotton. Okay, just throw one, okay, matchstick, burn it, finish. Okay, so similarly, as the entire pile, okay, just gets burnt, so too ज्ञानाग्नि सर्वकर्माणि भस्मसात् कुरुते तथा यथेधांसि समिद्धोऽग्निः. So this is what we have Smriti. Yathedhamsi samidhognihi. So same thing. So it is from Shruti. Not only that, so we have this Shruti, Bhidyate Hridaya Granthihi. Mundakopanishad. Bhidyate Hridaya Granthihi. Chidyante Sarva Samshayaha. Kshiyante Jasya Karmani. Tasmin Drishte Paravare. That is a beautiful mantra, which is often quoted. Bhidyate Hridaya Granthihi means all the kind of bondages that he felt. Okay? So this is all completely gone. Bhidyate Hridaya Granthihi. Abhayam Vaijanaka Praptosi. Granthi is basically anxiety and fear. If it is gone, then you are really in heaven. Right? So what will happen tomorrow? What will happen? Why? Yadabhavi natadbhavi yadbhavi natadantaram. So this understanding has to be there. Okay? So bhidyate hridaya granthihi chidyante sarva samshayaha kshiyante cha asya karmani. So this is what is stated. Kshiyante cha asya karmani tasmin drishte paravare. Now kshiyante cha asya karmani kani karmani. So is it inclusive of prarabdha or exclusive of prarabdha? Okay? Kshiyante chasya karmani tasmin drishte paravare. In fact, if you see in the commentary of this mantra, so Bhagavad Pada will say vihaya prarabdha. Okay? So leaving out prarabdha, other karmas are gone. Okay? Tasmin drishte paravare yaduktam anupabhuk. So now he is asking this question. So you had other sujis also. This suji is in contradiction with that. So this is something which is very important to know. That is why I just took this. So here he says, Anupabhukta phalasya karmanaha kshayakalpanayam shastram kadarthitam syat. Shastram kadarthitam syat. Iti naisha doshaha. No man. So that is a wrong understanding. Here he says, Nahi vayam karmanaha phaladayinim shaktim avajanimahe. So we are not saying that the potent of the karma is gone. Nahi vayam karmanaha phaladayinim shaktim avajanimahe. Vidyate eva sa. Then what are you saying then? Satu vidyadina karanantarena pratibadhyate iti vadamaha. So vidyadina karanantarena pratibadhyate. So pratibadhyate means it is being stopped. Okay, so something is there, so it has the potential. It is like this. So you have an atom bomb. Okay. Now for it, so if you just put it in some, so you have to sort of ignite it. So it has the potential to burst. But if it is just kept like that, so then, so it is completely shielded once and for all. Okay, it is never going to fire. So that is what is meant by this. Vidyadina karanantarena pratibadhyate iti vadamaha. Shakti sadbhava matre cha shastram vyapriyate. Shakti sadbhava matre cha shastram vyapriyate. Na pratibandha apratibandhayorapi. Okay? Na pratibandha apratibandhayorapi. So pratibandha is, so this is something which is being, so pratibandha pratibandha means it is like this. Now you just think of, there are so many examples which one can think of. Okay? Now will the fan rotate or not? It will rotate. When it is made live through that connection. So electricity is there, the fan has the potential to rotate, but the connection has to be there, right? So what is pratibandhaka there? Switch. You have switched it off. So when you have switched it off, so it is not going to have any effect. So this is what is called pratibandhaka. So Sati Pushkala Karane, in fact, the technical definition is Sati Pushkala Karane Karyotpada Virodhi Pratibandhakaha. So all other things are there. Sati Pushkala Karane Karyotpada Virodhi Pratibandhakaha. It is like this. The teacher is beautifully explaining in the class. Okay. So all fellows understand, this fellow does not understand. What to do? You will only say some pratibandhaka. Pushkala karana is there, explanation is there, everything is there. But it doesn't get into you. So you have to explain such situations, right? So there is something which is pratibandhaka. In certain cases it will be clear, in certain cases it may not be clear. But that is what you call as pratibandhaka. So this Shakti, we are not saying it is not there, but we are Shaktihi pratibadhyate jnanena. Okay, so that is what we are saying. So that is how it goes on. There is a very more detailed discussion, but I just wanted to tell you that this clear understanding has to be there. So many people have this confusion regarding Sanchita, Agami, Prarabdha. So as far as the sutra goes, okay, so this Agami so refers to something which will be executed by this person after having this anubhava. Any kind of action that is being done after this. After all, so he will be living for several more years. So in fact, Shankaracharya, at the age of 12, so he had this Atmajnana. But then he did so many activities. Okay. So all these activities which are being performed by him, so this will be called as Agami. Tena Ashleshaha. Ashleshaha means he is untouched by that because of Akartrutva Jnana. Okay. Akartrutva Jnanena Nashlishyate. So that is what we have to understand. So Sanchitasya Nashaha. So Agaminaha Ashleshaha. So now here, but what happens to the Prarabdha? So this Prarabdha is something which has to be understood as a bunch of karma which has been in reserve, which has started yielding its fruits in this sharira, in this janma. So that is what we call as Prarabdha. So Punya is also Prarabdha, Papa is also Prarabdha. Generally, we use Prarabdha only to refer to something which is displeasing to us. So anything, so suppose you get, so I get a promotion. So nobody says Prarabdha. Right? So nobody will say it is my Prarabdha, I got promoted. So anyway, so this Prarabdha is used generally in the negative sense. But Prarabdha is something which is applicable to both Sukritam and Dushkritam. Okay? So Prarabdham yavat Prarabdha bhogam kathamapi sasukham cheshtate asanga buddhya. In fact, this kathamapi asanga buddhya cheshtate. So this is something which we have to take towards the end of the verse. So all other things have to be brought in before. See, how does he? See, what does this verse say? Kanchit kalam sthitaha kau. Kaunan. C-O-W. Kau. Kau. So kau kaha kau ke. Kam kau kan. So it is also there. But not that cow here. See, this cow actually refers to Kuhu, Prithvi. Okay. So cow means Prithivyam. So that is what it means. Okay. Saptami. Cow. So Saha, this person. So who is this person? This Jnani. Okay. So the one who has this Anubhava. Okay, Shivoham, that Anubhava, one who has, that person, Yavat Prarabdha Bhogam. So till his Prarabdha gets exhausted. So till the karmas which are supposed to yield fruit for him, that fruits can be either in the form of pleasure or pain, whatever that is. So whatever that roga, whatever it is. Okay, so till they fetch that fruit for him in the Sharira, till that point of time, that person in Prithvi, Kanchit Kalam Sthitaha, whatever be the Kala, so for which he lives in Prithvi, Kanchit Kalam Sthitaha. So what does he do? So here he says, Punaha, Punaha, Dehadi Sangham Naiva Bhajate. Dehadi Sangham, Sangham. Punaha Dehadi Sangham Naiva Bhajate. So here, so we can take it as, see, anyway, the Sangha is there. What we need to understand is, so he is still in the Sharira only. Okay? So, but, so he is completely disconnected with it, though he is in it. Okay? So, the Sangha is, so that group, he doesn't understand this as a group. Okay? Therefore, Dehadi Sangham. Always there is a Sanghe Shakti Kalau Yuge. You know that? Sanghe Shakti Kalau Yuge means, so when you, as a group, so for this person, the group influences him. So he is absolutely uninfluenced by this group. That is what we need to understand. Dehadi Sangham Naiva Bhajate. Okay? So he doesn't get. Punaha means after that. Tadadhigame. Tadadhigame. What was there in the sutra? So that is what is stated by Punaha. Punaha means after this jnana. Okay? So he doesn't have. So how does he live then? So that is what is described by various adjectives here. So it doesn't require explanation. We have seen so many times. Nirdvandvaha. Nirdvandvaha means, so Harsha, Amarsha, Bhaya, Udvega, whatever. Okay, all the pairs that you can think of. Chitam, Mushnam, Sukham, Dukkham, Nirdvandvaha, Nitya Shuddhaha, Vigalita Mamata, Hankritihi. So that is the basis for all this. Nirdvandvaha, Nitya Shuddhaha, all that is because Vigalita Mamata, Hankritihi. So this Mamattam and Ahanta are completely gone out of him. So only when there is Mamattam and Ahankara can there be a Dvandva. Right? So if you get something, belongs to me, I wanted to have, so then only it comes, right? Sukha or Dukha. Otherwise it doesn't come. Okay. Nirdvandvo Nitya Shuddha Vigalita Mamata Hankritihi. Vigalita Mamata Ahankritihi. So, and he is Nitya Triptaha. So, Nitya Triptaha, eternally this person is satisfied because there is no Sankalpa for him. So, when there is Sankalpa, if you end up with a situation where the Sankalpa is fulfilled, you are happy. Okay? If it ends up in a situation where the Sankalpa is knocked off, you are unhappy. So therefore, Nitya Triptaha Brahmananda Swarupaha Sthiramatihi. Kutra Sthiramatihi? Aham Brahmasmi Tatra Sthiramatihi. Sthiramatihi Nirgata Sheshamohaha. So all kinds of confusions are gone from him. Achalaha. See, Achalaha means nothing shakes him. Harsha Amarsha Bhayodvegaihi Mukto Yassachame Priyaha Anapeksha Shuchirdakshaha Udasino Gadavyathaha Sarvarambha Parityagi. So that is all that is to be recalled here. So Sthiramati Rachalaha. And finally, what we have to understand is Asanga Buddhya Kathamapi Sukham Cheshtate. So this Kathamapi is very important. That is the punch word here. Because we cannot understand how is it possible. Kathamapi Cheshtate. So Kathamapi means, so somehow which we cannot conceive of. Kathamapi Sasukham Cheshtate. For some people, even taking bath in cold water when the temperature is around 15 degrees, 20 degrees is a big surprise. Okay, because they always have hot water bath. So even 20 degrees is something which is very difficult for them. Okay. So whereas when we go to Rishikesh, so we have some problem. But there are sannyasis who just walk like this. I have seen so many fellows. This is just Bhubinam, they're just walking. So we have two shawls. And that doesn't work for us. There are some fellows, some boys, who just happily keep swimming in Ganga. So I was really surprised. Dayananda Ashram, some boys jump into the Ganga. They go and say, I cannot dip for more than 1 minute. So this fellow, they swim and go and have you seen that? No? So kathamapi sukham cheshtate. Anyway, so this kathamapi sukham cheshtate. So kathampi sukham cheshtate means irrespective of what is around. So he is really happy. So dwelling in happiness. So that is what is being stated here. Kathamapi is something which is not easily understandable to us. Okay. எப்படிதான் தெரியலையே. Okay, that is how we have to say in Tamil. Okay, let us read this. Kanchit kalam sthitah kau punariha bhajate naiva dehadi sangham yavat prarabdha bhogam kathamapi sa sukham cheshtate sangha buddhya. So the punch here is kathamapi cheshtate, and the cause is asanga buddhya. Asango hyayam purushaha. So that is the understanding. Asangaha means even with reference to this sharira and whatever be the attributes of this karyakarana sanghata, that doesn't touch me an iota. So that is the understanding. Therefore, sukham cheshtate, in his own swarupa he dwells. Nirdvandvo nityashuddhaha vigalita mamata hankritir nityatruttaha brahmananda swarupaha sthiramatirachalau nirgata sheshamohaha. Om सर्वे सुखिनः सन्तु सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. ॐ